Ruffle shuffle and see what the second spirit read is going to be today. So we have autumn. Release the old and rest. Release the old and rest. Let's see what else we have with it. Golden crown. Golden crown. Autumn. Release the old and rest. So this can fit in with the one we just did. Finding the place where you fit in. You know, if you are not a fit where you're at, okay, it says change your perspective and walk your truth. Okay, maybe the perspective is this is not the place where I need to be. These are not the people that I want to be around. This is not the mentality that I'm going to fit within. Okay. Above this we have retreat. Again, rest, retreat. Same thing. Resilience, 9 of Wands. And innocence, 6 of Cups. Okay, yeah, this does fit in. Okay. So what it's saying, you know, when it comes to innocence, 6 of Cups, like I said, you know, maybe you're in an abusive thing and you're innocent. You're the black sheep, okay? Maybe you're the black sheep because you're the truth, the one that's standing up for truth in your family, and you're the black sheep, okay? So, you know, you feel like you've just been beaten to death. You are resilient. You're holding the line, doing what you can. You know, maybe you try to stay in the background. You kind of retreat because, you know, it's just overkill with these people, overkill. Well, you know, it's like I said, you go to where you can fit in, where there are more like-minded people. You have your community, you know, and if you can't get away from that at the moment, find yourself an online community, somewhere where you can fit in, where you have like-minded people there to support you as you're going through these difficult times, because we all go through some difficult times on our path. All of us are going to wind up transitioning through something, okay? So again, you know, you release the old. Sometimes you're just battle worn, and it's time to release the old. Keep your crown there, okay? Do the higher things, crown chakra, the higher things. Release the old, and sometimes you just need to take a rest, okay? Because you've just gone through so much difficulty, and, you know, there is a place for rest. Again, if you look at your past and you're dragging this stuff still, and you look at it and you see that what people are trying to put on you has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their issues, their dramas, okay? And so when you see that really, you know, whatever they're trying to put on you, and you see that it's their drama, their nonsense, then you can let go of it. You can say, you know, you're welcome to it, but it has nothing to do with me, okay? So, again, you know, this is not something you have to live with the rest of your life. Don't take their baggage. It's like the Bible says, the sins of the father are visited on the son. Well, it happens as well with daughters, okay? The sins of the father whatever it is, anger or jealousy or whatever nonsense they've got, the sins that they've got, they're going to project it onto you. They're going to project it in your direction, okay? So it's just saying, you know, those that have those issues are going to project it onto you, and you don't need to take it. You don't need it. The sins of the father are visited on the son, okay? You may have to live around it for a time. You may have to be subject to it for a time, okay? Whatever it is, but see that that's their sin, their mistaken notion, their failings, okay? And their failings do not have to become your failings. You do not have to gravitate to it and give it substance, okay? So, you know, if you've had that fight, sometimes you just need to, you know, you need to take some downtime, rest, like the other reading says, you know, look at things, meditate, look at it deeper, and find out if it's true or not true. And you'll find out 9 out of 10 that the nonsense that you are being subjected to does not have any validity, okay? It comes out of their failings, their things that they have not handled in their own life, their judgments, their drama. And again, you don't have to take that on. You don't have to let that rule your life, okay? Now, I always talk about my own life experiences, you know, like when I was born, you know, I understand what it's like to be women from India, where you have no value. Because the first thing that my father said to my mother was actually, next time we'll have a son. Okay? Why were you born? You weren't wanted. Yeah, I was actually told that. You know, why were you born? You weren't wanted. Okay? You know, the whole time, for some reason, I think I reminded him of his sister, and he just kept, you know, putting things on me and labeling me with things that had nothing to do with me. Had nothing to do with me, okay? He had no respect for women, okay? So, you know, growing up there was very difficult. But, you know, it took, again, meditation, looking within and looking at the situation and finding out that really all this nonsense had nothing to do with me. It had to do with his failings, his things he never rectified, his, you know, his drama, his hate, his, all the stuff he had going on. I can tell you, you know, how bad this was when I got married. I was married twice. I was married to a Puerto Rican and I was married to a Chinese guy. And my father actually said to me, "What's wrong? Can't you get a white guy?" Yeah, he actually said that. Okay. Actually said that. And my brother got married to a Korean woman, and that was the best thing ever. That was fabulous. So you can see you can see the crazy dynamic there. Just how, you know, cray-cray he was and prejudiced and just, you know, from that mentality of nonsense. Now, I could have taken this all on and just really had a miserable life, okay? But actually, these were doorways to look deeper at things, you know, and to find out that all the nonsense he was saying were his failings, were things he never handled, were things, you know, that he's going to project onto somebody else to make them wrong because he doesn't want to handle his life, his stuff, okay? So again, if you have somebody projecting their drama onto you, look deeper and see, does it really have anything to do with you? 9 out of 10, it has nothing to do with you whatsoever. Okay? Has nothing to do with you whatsoever. So just look at it for what it is. It's their failings, it's their drama that they don't want to handle, that they don't want to, and so they want to project and make you the wrong one. And maybe you are innocent, like it says, the past, you are innocent from that. So see it for what it is. See it for what it is. And move forward in your own life. Maybe they are in our lives to show us this is what we don't want to be. This is an example of something to leave behind and not get caught in. Okay? So sometimes we have those type of people in our lives to show us the negative. Okay? Really point blank the negative, so that we go for something higher, something more productive, something, that's better. Okay, that's better. Okay, and you can see how miserable these people are. The ones that are stuck in those things and they don't want to look deeper. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's thing. And, they want to blame everybody else under the sun. And they don't want to look at their own actions or their own failings, etc. Okay? So, again, if you are around someone like that, you had somebody like that in your life, see it for what it is and take away the best you can take away from it. And say, you're welcome to whatever nonsense you have, but I don't have to be a part of that. I'm not going to be a part of that. That's not my truth. Okay? And I'm going to walk my path. And I'm going to go for the higher things. Okay? And you can have your failings and your drama all you want, but I don't have to take that into my life. And you walk away from it. You find a place. You find a place where you can fit in, where there are those of like mind, where there are those that are progressing to higher things. So thanks for tuning in. Much love and light. Hopefully this has helped someone else on their journey. Some of these things, they may be difficult to look at. Okay? But you can't heal something and you can't go forward if you're not willing to look at it and you're not willing to look deeper in order to move forward. You have to be willing to see first. Okay? So thanks for tuning in, love and light, and I'll see you online.